Hey everybody, it's Melanie Warner here with Defining Moments Press. I am so excited today because we have a special person here in our studio and we are doing a book launch. So those of you that have ever said, I want to write a book, guess what? 80% of people out there say, I want to write a book, but only 1% actually do. So Adam, welcome to the 1% Club, my friend. I'm so excited for you. Woo!
Thank
It's something a lot of people in the world never do. And so I want to introduce y'all to my friend Adam Shiskowski, right? Adam
Yes,
Shiskowski. Okay.
yes.
Is that Polish? What's
Pol-
that? What's your
It's
okay.
Polish, yeah,
I
Polish.
was gonna say usually if it's a ski, it's Polish. So I want to talk to you for a second because we're gonna also get to your book, but I always love when people get a chance to just tell us a story, tell us a defining moment. This is kind of the theme of our show. Like, tell us about a moment in your life, a defining moment that, maybe something happened to you that just made you go in a completely different direction. Because I think it's such a beautiful thing when we're on our path on life, we're going down this road, we think we're going to go this way, something smacks us by a 2x4, and we end up over here and go, how did we end up here? And then somehow it all makes sense. So if you would share with us a defining moment in your life, Adam.
Well, I mean, just to start, kind of what you said at the very beginning was, 80% of people say they want to write a book. I was not one of those people that even thought I would ever write a book. And, I think a defining moment was when I first met you and, you had somehow convinced me to write a book all about cryptocurrency that I was actually, doing. And I was just fully immersed into crypto. I had a friend that, kind of twisted my arm and she said, you got to get into this Bitcoin thing. And then, I was listening to some videos, some training videos, and lo and behold, it was, the basics of Bitcoin, I think is what it was actually called. And I was reading it and I was like, oh, I totally get this. I have to get into crypto now. And then that was kind of my, first defining moment in the crypto because I think like most people, I just didn't get it. I didn't get what the whole, buzz was. I didn't get why people were trading digital money for. And then after I went through that training, and it was like a podcast that I listened to for like an hour and a half or whatever, and I was like, oh, I totally get it now. And then that kind of got me into it. And then, my experience of, losing money, being scammed in crypto is very, very common. And, and then I had all these people just contacting me saying, hey, how do I get involved? What do I do? And then that just kind of developed into this where I am now and saying, I just got to write a book to help people so that they don't get scammed and that they know how to do everything and they just know the basics. And I'm much farther in my journey now where I'm doing some other things that are a lot more advanced and help me make a lot more money in crypto. But this is kind of the basics of where I got started and how I got started and why I got started writing this book.
So tell us a little bit more about this book. First of all, I think you have your cover here, and we are doing your ebook launch today. So the cool part about this, you guys, is you could go from not knowing anything about crypto and literally in like less than 30 minutes, you have all this information and knowledge that he spent years. So tell us about the name of the book, and really who this book is for.
Yeah, so the book is Cryptos and NFTs Simplified, and it's really a step by step on everything that you need to know. Obviously, I don't go into in a lot in depth and detail because it would probably really complex and confuse people when they first get into it. So I just really kept it simplified for people. It's really meant for the beginner investor. So if you're if you don't know what you're doing, this is kind of, and you want to get into it because you've heard people talking about it, this would be the first step that I would say to take. Obviously, there's more stuff and, I can help people get started with things. I have a program that I can work with people on if they want like a done for you program where, we'll get on a Zoom call and I'll get everything set up for you. And then it's just, on autopilot after that. And then you contact me if you want to do something or whatever. And then we'll get on another call and I'll just, click some buttons and everything's all done. So I've kind of transformed my role from, the coach into more of a broker now, where I've been just kind of working with people and at, a lot higher levels than, when I originally started with people.
I love that. And that's the thing. I think people they get so high up in their career, their life, their business, they forget what it's like to be at the beginning. And I love what you do is you take this process that, from the rest of us, it feels so complicated. I know how I get intimidated. It was kind of like, remember how drinking wine used to be really intimidating, and it was like they were wine snobs, and you're like, I don't understand it, so I'm just gonna drink a beer. And the thing is like the same thing in crypto. We've all heard about it. You don't have to be a qualified investor. You can kind of dabble in it a little bit, understand it. And that's really like marketing. You don't want to just go all in and spend millions of dollars in something you don't know anything about. You want to have a trusted guide. So you've got people that are here, curious about, they're crypto curious, and they want to be here where they are crypto furious because they're making so much money. So you're going to bridge that gap for them. You're going to walk them through these steps as a strategist. And that's what I love, because there are some people that just want to do a little bit. There's some people that want to do a lot more, and they want to diversify their portfolio, and they want to understand how to make their money work for them, but they don't always trust the systems. They don't know who to trust. So this is a great way to get started. So what we're offering today is a special price, this launch only. This book is only 99 cents, you guys, 99 cents. Okay. And that's what's so cool. Now, I don't know if they can use crypto to buy it yet, because I don't know if Amazon needs your book too. They need to buy your book that they're selling. But you can get the book for 99 cents, and then tell them what they've won, Adam. What are some of the other benefits if they buy today as a special launch offer that you have?
So I will offer a special 1 hour session that I normally charge like, $480 for. And if you buy it today, you'll get that special 1 hour consultation with me. We'll take a deep dive. I'll make sure that, if you want to get your crypto accounts all set up, we'll get them all set up. I'll get everything done safely and securely. If you're ready to put some money into crypto, we can actually do that right then and there. And so that's kind of, the basics to get started. If you're looking for something bigger, then, we'd have that discussion, that consultation, and then I can kind of advise and give direction at that point on how to go bigger if you want to go bigger.
I love it. So should they go to a website? Do you have a link that they want to use, or just your email? Look, what's the best way for someone to get in touch with you to take you up on that offer during the launch today?
Yeah, definitely. I'll have my email address available. So just have to email me and just say, hey, I'm interested. And then, we'll start communicating back and forth. We'll set up a time. I'll give you a
Perfect.
link to my calendar, and then we can schedule a time and go from there.
Okay. And do you want to, so basically, as you guys, um, we're going to put the link in the chat right now for you guys. So you'll have that as well for his email. Okay. So make sure you go down to the chat. You're going to see a link for all the books and his email to get in touch with Adam. Okay. Anything else you want to share with our viewers today about your journey, about, what this has been like, actually getting this book out of your head and into the world, and giving birth to this little book baby? What does that feel like?
Well, it does feel really good. And, one of the things that I wanted to mention is, a lot of people ask me why should we get into Bitcoin, for example? And, I often say this, and this is something that you and I think, talked about when we first met, was, do you know how much money right now you would have if you invested $100 in Bitcoin back in 2009 and you were to convert it today into actual dollars? And so if you just put $100 in back in 2009, you would have over $500 million worth of Bitcoin right now at your disposal. And the crazy part is that's Bitcoin, which was the first one. There are other cryptos that I know specifically that are out there that are on a higher trajectory than Bitcoin actually was at that point. And so
Wow.
we're in that stage right now. And to have that kind of insider knowledge is where I really come into play, because I really see the markets and how they're shifting. I see certain cryptos on where they're aligning with. And here's the other really crazy fact when it comes into crypto is that when Bitcoin first got started, all the way up until about 2021, they had zero support from any financial institutions. every financial institution was Bitcoin is horrible, Bitcoin is bad, don't buy Bitcoin. Meanwhile, in the background, they were buying Bitcoin as they were shooting it down. Now, publicly, they are announcing Bitcoin is good. Invest in the Bitcoin. And you've got these other cryptos that are now into the game with financial backing from Wall Street, from major banking institutions, from BlackRock, who are buying a lot of ETFs, which is a whole other part of the game that, and just I believe we're in the very beginning stages of a major shift in wealth. And that shift
Well,
in wealth.
and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to say too, something just popped in as you were talking about that. The thing I love about you is you have a different perspective on wealth in the world and the economy and the global economy that we are becoming as having digital currency. For one, you're from Canada, you moved to Costa Rica, like sold everything and moved to Costa Rica. And then you ended up moving to the US. So like you've seen multiple currencies in different countries and how it all ties together in the crypto world. And I think that's so valuable for people to understand. If you're trying to become a global citizen, which we all are, if you're trying to build a global business where you're a solopreneur and you want to be able to understand different cultures in different countries and you want to be able to do business in these places, understanding that currency of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is really critical because it really does bring the whole world together in one place, just like we are here on Zoom all over the world right now, in this world. So I love this. I think it's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. I know it's been a journey and you've gone through the ringer, learning things, making mistakes, huge mistakes that have cost you so much money that
Mhm.
you can literally help save decades, if not years, off of people's lives of having to be on the front line. Because if you're an investor, if you're a business owner, if you're trying to worry about retirement, how to make that money back, if the stock market hasn't been kind to you, and we all know it hasn't lately, then
Mhm.
you don't have 20, 30 years for those blue chip stocks to come back and rally, if you're at that retirement age. But yet, how do you trust this new, all the stuff with AI and all the things that we're learning about, NFTs and EFTs and, oh my gosh, there's so many things. It gets overwhelming. So this is almost like crypto for dummies, if you could say that. It's like, I mean, even I'm blonde, I'm over 40, I know, shocker, but like I need to learn this stuff too. And I've worked with Adam. I trust Adam and I've seen what he's been able to do, and I think it's amazing. So I just wish I would have bought my kids $100 worth of crypto in '09, because then I would be on a beach right now and they would be having each of their houses next to me and we'd all be fun. We'd
Uh-huh.
have a good time. But no, I'm proud of you. I'm really happy for you. And just want to say thank you for being here today. I want to thank all of you guys for being here, supporting Adam. What you can do to support his book is go buy a copy today, get it for 99 cents. Please leave an honest review. That feedback really helps him know that it's hitting what you need. And at the same time, take advantage, hit the email link below and go book a time with him. You guys are saving $480 of his time that he can't get with anybody else. So it's obviously very limited. And I would say even like the first 25 people that go book that call right now, you know, you're gonna be able to not only get his book for 99 cents, but you're gonna get his time right now before he books out for the next few weeks because he's
Mhm.
got other stuff booked up coming up. So go book it now, take advantage of his time while you have it, and know that this offer is only good for the launch. And if you're watching a replay, this may not be around. He may be booked. He may start charging for that, and the book price is going to go up. So take advantage of it. Do it now. Do it now, you guys. So, so happy for you, Adam. Thank you for being here today. Good luck with the book and the launch, and please come back on and keep us posted and updated of where you are and how things are going, okay?
Sure, I absolutely will.
All right. Well, congrats. And if you, by the way, if you guys want to write your own book, you need help. If you're a subject matter expert, you want to learn how to write a book and be a best-selling author and get booked on stages and get booked in the media and all these other things, this is what we specialize in at Defining Moments. You can go to mydefiningmoments.com. You can fill out an application. You can reach out to talk to one of our publishers. Um, we're going to guide you through that whole process, just like we did with Adam. So if you need help with that, then feel free to reach out and we can have a chat and go through a demo and explain to you exactly how that works. Would love to chat further. All right. Thank you so much, Adam. Great to see you and congratulations again. Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.